Hello, everyone. Merry Christmas and welcome back to the annual Thomas Home Media Collection. If you were around during my Thomas at Home days, you will know that I've been doing this for about 2 or 3 years now. But that channel has been inactive for a couple of months now, and I thought let's just bring this tradition over to Turbo 711 so more of you can see and so I can get more ad revenue. Well, I didn't say that. But no, I don't really have any plans to continue that channel for a while, and I thought that would be a nice tradition to bring over to this channel. So, let's stop procrastinating and get to the collection. We're going to start off with the movies and then work our way into the episodic DVDs. So I noticed while editing the last year's video that whenever I set the case down, it would shake the camera a lot. You can probably tell we're in a different location. My office is just on the other side of that wall right there, but we're outside on my train table. It's just a lot easier for me, and the lighting is a lot more consistent out here. So I've got the camera on an actual tripod this year, so hopefully the camera doesn't, shake a lot when I set this down, but I'll do my best not to throw them down. So we're going to start off here, with everybody's least favorite Thomas movie, Thomas and the Magic Railroad. And we've got Calling All Engines. I saw a comment on last year's video that said that I must have gotten this this original copy in 2022. I feel like I did. I don't remember ever getting an original copy, but I do remember I had a Lionsgate version of Calling All Engines, but you can obviously tell that this is the... It's not going to focus. Sorry, guys. There we go. This is the original Hit Entertainment release. I don't remember where or when I got this, but... Oh well, whatever. We've got The Great Discovery with James Bond. Hero of the Rails. Misty Island Rescue. Ugh, God. Die of the Diesels. Die, you stupid diesels. This is good. Blue Mountain Mystery. Hey, look at that slipcover. That's really nice and reflective. I like that a lot. King of the Railway. Tale of the Brave. That one's not so good, but this one is very good. The Adventure Begins. This one is also very good. Lost Treasure. The Blu-ray is better though, but the DVD has the preferred case, in my opinion. Or the superior case, I should say. I'm not saying Blu-ray cases are bad, but I like the taller presentation of DVDs. Speaking of DVDs, we got The Great Race. Interesting fact, I only realized this recently. This is the only Thomas DVD to come with both a DVD and a digital code. Odd. I don't think any of the Blu-rays have digital codes, which is quite befuddling, but oh well. We got Journey Beyond Sodor. And the last Thomas movie ever made. No, I don't count All Engines Go. Big World, Big Adventures. That movie is terrible. But this isn't terrible. Best of Thomas. We're going into the episodic DVDs now. Yay. Sorry if you hear dirt bike noises. My brother's probably riding it. I got Make Someone Happy. The ordering of these 3 DVDs, Best of Thomas, Make Someone Happy, and Best of James, is a bit odd. I always thought it went Best of Thomas, Best of James, then Make Someone Happy, but apparently Make Someone Happy came out before Best of James. Oh well. I'm pretty sure nobody cares about that, but I do. Speaking of Best of James, here is Best of James. Best of Percy. Apologies for the noises upstairs. I can't really do anything about it. Races, Rescues, and Runaways. Cranky Bugs. Salty's Secret. Very fitting for today, Thomas's Christmas Wonderland, one of the rarest Thomas DVDs of all time. My favorite Thomas DVD of all time, Spills and Chills. One of my least favorite DVDs of all time, if I'm being honest, Percy's Chocolate Crunch. The episodes on here are honestly not very good. Thomas and his friends help out. Oh, sorry, hit the table. James and the Red Balloon. Thomas's Snowy Surprise. And Best of Gordon. Let me just get under the camera here and slide this stack over to the middle. There we go. It's not exactly centered, but who cares? Thomas and his friends get along. New friends for Thomas. A very, very special release. Sneemies vs. Diesels. I didn't have this one growing up, but it was released on the exact day I was born, May 18, 2004. Very cool. You know, I had to have that, even though the episodes are not great. Thomas and the Jet Engine. It's great to be an engine. Technically, the only Thomas and Friends box set released in the United States, the early years. And technically the only complete season as well. I mean, we do get box sets. Like, you'll see a box set in the back there, but that's the only real complete season release. I mean, you got stuff like the Adventure Pack, which is season 12, but that doesn't really count. We got Hooray for Thomas. Thomas's Soda Celebration. Songs from the Station. James Learns a Lesson. Percy Saves the Day. Used to watch that one on loop as a kid. Love that one. 10 Years of Thomas. Thomas and the Really Brave Engines. Okay, for some reason, the most common version of this release is the slipcover or the slim case version. The thick case version isn't rare, but it's uncommon, and then the VHS is extraordinarily rare. That thing goes for about $100 on eBay. Love to get that one day though, but oh well. Here's Thomas Comes to Breakfast. Sorry if the audio is a bit strange. I've got my mic a bit far away from me, so I'll try to talk to it as close as I can. But we also got Trek Stars here. Alright, let's go to the second row here. Yeah, Thomas Gets Bumped. Sing Along in Stories. Tales from the Tracks. Thomas, Percy, and the Dragon. On Site with Thomas. The first Thomas DVD I ever had, Thomas's Halloween Adventures. Come Ride the Rails. Trust Thomas. A Big Day for Thomas. Milkshake Muddle. Thomas and the Special Letter. And the last DVD ever released in the classic Anchor Bay style, Percy's Ghostly Trick. What a fitting release to end on, though. But Anchor Bay is still going to be around for a while, and they kicked off their new style with Thomas's Trusty Friends. And then Thomas Gets Tricked. James Goes Buzz Buzz. Carnival Capers. Thomas and the Toy Workshop. This and Henry and the Elephant are the only Anchor Bay... Oh, and Thomas and the Treasure are the only Anchor Bay DVDs that I don't have the original prints of, so I gotta work on that soon. Ultimate Christmas. This one is very fitting for today, and it's also a blockbuster version. Thomas and the Treasure. Percy Takes the Plunge. Trackside Tunes. Engines and Escapades. This really weird version of Mud Glorious Mud. When you press these buttons here, they make sounds. I'm not going to press any of these three because they're really loud and annoying, but I'll press Herald for you. Cool. This is actually the only version of Mud Glorious Mud I've seen in person, so I picked it up right when I saw it. This is actually one of the first DVDs I got when I got back into collecting in about 2019, so that was an interesting find for sure. I think I got Henry and the Elephant alongside Mud Glorious Mud. I could be wrong though, but here's Henry and the Elephant. And the last Anchor Bay DVD ever, Rusty to the Rescue. We're now into the full Lionsgate era with crappy Season 12, Railway Friends, High Speed Adventures, Team Up with Thomas, and thanks to our good friend Jay Tizzle, aka Gordon Fan 04, Percy and the Bandstand. He got me this for Christmas a couple of years ago. I think in 2019, 2020, I don't remember exactly, but thank you so much, JT. And then we also got Holiday Express. Oh boy, we're into the crappy, like really crappy era now. Sorry, I would say worse words. I would swear more, but it's Jesus' birthday today, so I don't really want to say bad words on his birthday. But we got Splish, Splash, Splosh. A terrible release to kick off a terrible era. Thomas and the Runaway Kite. Oops. I don't want to knock over any of the stacks I got next to me. The Greatest Stories. In theory, could have been a really cool release, but it's not. Creaky Cranky. Merry Winter Wish. The Lion of Sodor. The Tesla edition of Wobbly Wheels and Whistles. Thanks to Elon Musk for giving this to me. Pop Goes Thomas. The Birthday Express. Thomas in Charge. In theory, a good release to watch today, but the episodes down here are terrible. I don't even feel the need to say the name of it because these episodes are trash. Rescue on the Rails. Oh my goodness. Curious Cargo. And the worst Thomas DVD of all time, Up, Up, and Away. So bad I couldn't even get an original print. I got a stupid Lionsgate reprint. Great. Alright, we're getting really, really close to the good stuff, so let's just power through the rest of the Nitrogen era. We got Engine Friends. Schoolhouse Delivery. A Very Thomas Christmas. Sticky Situations. Money Matters. And the last Nitrogen DVD ever, Go Go Thomas. Well, that's kind of a lie. We'll get to that in just a little bit. But we got Railway Mischief here. And I should also include this. I don't have a case for Animals Aboard. When I bought it, the case didn't have the paper in it, so I just put it in a clear case. But I do have Animals Aboard. I don't really feel a need to get a proper case for it because this release is incredibly lazy. A very fitting release for today, Santa's Little Engine. Sorry, I've got like no blood going into my feet right now. I'm sitting crisscross applesauce. Sorry, there's... I don't know what was going on up there. They're like freaking barbarians or something. But yeah, sorry, my foot is asleep. I'm sitting crisscross applesauce on the floor here. I've got like no blood going to my feet, so I apologize. But we got The Thomas Way. Spills and Thrills. My favorite CGI Thomas DVD of all time, Trouble on the Tracks. Not counting Lost Treasure. This one's also really good. Engines to the Rescue. The Christmas Engines. Another very fitting release for today. Signals Crossed. Dinos and Discoveries. Whale of a Tale. Sorry if I'm taking really long between DVDs. I don't want to like slam them down so the camera shakes, so I'm just trying to delicately set them down on the stacks behind me. But here's Wild Water Rescue, another Nitrogen era DVD, technically, because these episodes, the Nitrogen episodes on here, hadn't been released yet, and there's also one Arc episode on here, so it's weird. It's not even that good of a release anyways. I mean, it's season 16, so it's not even good. We got Thomas's Christmas Carol. Tales on the Rails. Technically, the only new DVD in the collection, Star Engines. I don't know, I forget why I didn't have that this time last year. Oh well. Tinsel on the Tracks. Probably one of the best DVDs ever made. I'm not talking about Thomas, I'm talking about just DVDs in general. Those episodes are just fantastic. There are no bad episodes on that DVD. Ultimate Friendship Adventures. Extraordinary Engines. And the very last episodic DVD release in the US, Christmas on Sodor. Oh, this stack is going to fall. Hold on just one second. Well, it's going to fall regardless, but I wanted to make it a bit more secure. So we got a couple of compilation DVDs here. The Heroic Collection. I probably should sell this because I don't really need it. And then another compilation-ish DVD, the 10 Movie Birthday Collection. It's not very good, but I got it for my 16th birthday, so I'll cherish it, I guess. And there are a couple of cool little things included in it. Mostly just that map of Sodor and the stickers. Alright, but we got a couple of extras now, and we also got some Blu-rays. So we got Thomas and the Magical Railroad. The newest addition to my collection, I just got this boy last night as I'm filming this, Misty Island Rescue. Awful movie, but I now have every single Thomas Blu-ray, so yay. Day of the Diesels. Blue Mountain Mystery. King of the Railway. Tale of the Brave. My Lord and Savior. And Mid. Yeah, not all these movies are great, but I can finally say that I have every single Thomas Blu-ray released in America, so big accomplishment there. I'm running out of room quick. Let's get through the extra releases. So I got a sealed copy of Magical Railroad. I don't think this is an original, but it has the original print date on it, and I bought this in 2020 from Barnes & Noble. There's also not a booklet inside, so it proves my point that it's probably a reprint, but oh well. I'm never going to open it, so I don't know. The only international Thomas DVD I own, this is the French-Canadian version of Thomas and the Magical Railroad. This somehow ended up in the States. I don't know how, but I literally walked into a thrift shop one day that's like 20 minutes away from my house. And I was like, why is this here? I mean, it's cool, but why is it here? So I bought it. It was probably like, $1 or so. So not going to pass that up. My childhood copy of Blue Mountain Mystery. The disc was so damaged that it's actually gone. Oh well. This is the CD sampler version of Percy's Chocolate Crunch, which I got so I could take the CD from this and put it in Thomas's Christmas Wonderland, because my copy of Christmas Wonderland, came with this, and I didn't want this. I wanted a complete version of that, so I know this isn't the exact same CD, but I don't care. My life is 98% complete by that. We got Percy Saves the Day, slim case version. I bought this because my childhood copy of Percy Saves the Day is so scratched. This is actually it right here. This case's disc is in my copy of Percy Saves the Day, but I mean, just look at that disc. It is so scratched. And if you give me just a second, look in the back here. What's the Matter with Henry and the Old Bridge don't play anymore, to my knowledge. I don't think they do. Speaking of childhood versions, we got my childhood copy of Thomas's Halloween Adventures. I lost the slipcover and the paper for the case years ago, but I still have the disc and I still have the case. So when I was about 10 or 11, I made my own custom insert for the case here. then I also listed the episodes on the back. Cool. And I spelled scaredy wrong. Way to go, 10-year-old me. Got a couple more versions of Thomas's Halloween Adventures because this release is so awesome and it's so special to me. This is the Lionsgate version. So I bought the slipcover off of eBay, and this was included with it. So I took the slipcover and I put that over the original copy. Not my original copy, just the standard Anchor Bay release, which I got from a thrift shop. But I have this now, so yeah. And then I got this. This is the Universal one. I got this from Target in 2019. I believe I got this alongside Toy Story 4 on Blu-ray. I think I got that the day it came out, so that was cool to get this. Usually I'd cut the camera, but I don't care. I'll just pull these up in frame. Sorry if my sweatshirt's getting in the frame. I apologize. But we got a couple more extras, and then we got some Wooden Train bonus packs. This one doesn't have a case. I'm not sure if I've shown this off, but I have DVD Bingo. I lost the cards and the pieces for it years ago, and I don't have a case for this, so I'll have to get on that one day. But it's still a really, really cool DVD. And if you guys don't have Thomas DVD Bingo, you should get it. There's actually a lot of rare pictures of the models, which are pretty cool. We got Thomas's Snowy Surprise here. I think this was the first version of Snowy Surprise that I had on DVD. I got it back in 2019, but similarly to Animals Aboard, it didn't have the paper insert for the case, so I just put it in this clear CD case. Yeah, there was one point where I had like 5 different copies of Thomas's Snowy Surprise. I got rid of all of them. I think I sold some to my friends, and I probably sold a copy or 2 on eBay. I don't remember exactly, but that was a long time ago, but that was kind of crazy. And then here's my childhood copy of Tales from the Tracks. Again, lost the case, lost the paper, but I still have the disc. And then we got a slim case version of Trust Thomas. This is also my childhood version. I cherish this. I will never ever sell this. I love it with all my heart. And then this is kind of weird. This is like a 2 DVD on 1 set. I don't know if other studios did this. I know there were a couple more Thomas releases of this. Oh, there's me. Hi. But one side has On Site with Thomas, and the other side has Thomas's Trusty Friends. So, cool. This is also from Blockbuster. Very cool. So we got a couple of Wooden Train bonus packs to take a look at. Most of these came from FYE back in 2021, I believe. Some of these you've already seen in my collection, like I believe This Big Day for Thomas and Thomas and the Special Letter are the ones that I already showed you, but a couple of them are sealed, and then some of them I just took the engines out of. So, got Percy's Chocolate Crunch with Percy. Got James Learns a Lesson with Lady, of all characters. You got Thomas and the Really Brave Engines. This one came with Duncan, so that's why I bought it. I already had Thomas and the Really Brave Engines by this point, so that box is kind of redundant. Same thing with On Site with Thomas. I already had this release, but I did not have Terrence, so that's why I bought it. And we got Come Ride the Rails here. I did not know that the Hit era did Wooden Train bonus packs, but these are a lot more. This one is a lot more sturdy than these. I don't know what it is, but they probably just use stronger cardboard or something. But got Come Ride the Rails with Bulgy. If you're a longtime viewer of my channel, you know where I got that. Same thing with this copy of A Big Day for Thomas, which came with Caroline. Another weird choice. This Big Day for Thomas had Salty. Sorry about that. My mic cut out. I don't know what happened there. We got Thomas and the Special Letter. This came with George. Oh, we got Thomas's Trusty Friends. Obviously comes with Thomas. Save that for the end. We got Thomas Gets Tricked. This came with New Style Percy. And then Make Someone Happy retitled They're Really Useful Engines, which came with Duck. And this is the Steam Engine Stories box set sleeve. No discs are in here, but I got this from eBay, and it came with Come Ride the Rails, Steamies vs. Diesels, and Track Stars, which was convenient because I didn't have either three of those releases. I had Come Ride the Rails in that Wind Train bonus pack, but I wanted a thick case version, so glad that came with it. And then I already had Tales from the Tracks, so that was cool. One of these days I'm going to have to get individual DVDs to make this full. And then you probably saw this on the side. This is what Engines to the Rescue came in. I got it new from eBay, but as you can see, the box is super damaged. It's really bad, so I gave that eBay seller a piece of my mind. I said, why did it come damaged? And they said, no, it got damaged and must have gotten damaged in the shipping process. And I said, okay. I said it that meekly as well. But yeah, that's all the DVDs. So if you give me 1 second, I'll set up the VHS tapes and we can continue. Alright, so here we are for the VHSs. Now if you compare the collection this year to the one you saw last year, you'll be able to tell that the collection this year has grown exponentially. Well, not exponentially, but it has grown a lot. I don't know what happened. I just found a lot of cheap lots of stuff that I didn't have, so I just bought them. A lot of stuff on eBay, but also a decent amount of stuff on Facebook Marketplace, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, let's take a look at what we got here. So we got, of course, Thomas Gets Tricked. James Learns a Lesson. Tenders and Turntables. Tenders and Turntable. Thomas Breaks the Rules. Better Late Than Never. Trust Thomas. Thomas Gets Bumped. Thomas Percy and the Dragon. Daisy. James Goes Buzz Buzz. Percy's Ghostly Trick. And Thomas's Christmas Party. I'm really, really happy to have finished off the Strand VCI collection, or Strand Home Video, whatever you want to call it, and the QFE collection. The Anchor Bay collection is about halfway done, and I still need a couple of the Hit Entertainment tapes, but I'll keep collecting as I go. But let's start with the Anchor Bay items here. So we got Thomas and the Special Letter. Thomas's Friends Help Out. What's this? Is this supposed to be a cloud right there? I just noticed that. That's weird. The newest addition to my collection, one of the newest ones, I should say, Gallant Old Engine. Got this guy last night along with Misty Island Rescue and one more tape we'll see in a second. I didn't really need this tape, but I just find it so cozy. That shade of blue is beautiful. Love this picture of Rheneas. The picture of Thomas on the back is also really cool. It's just a very overall comfy tape. Sing Along and Stories. Thomas and his friends get along. Thomas Comes to Breakfast. Cranky Bugs. Races, Rescues, and Runaways. Another newest addition to the collection, 10 Years of Thomas. I did have this one as a kid, but I lost the slipcover for it. But I was very happy to find that this is the original one with the Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends logo. And it's also a black sticker label, which is actually, I think, the rarest version of that tape. So that's cool. Spills and Chills. My favorite Thomas VHS tape. Make Someone Happy. Thomas's Christmas Wonderland. Best of Percy. Salty's Secret. James and the Red Balloon. Percy's Chocolate Crunch. Thomas's Snowy Surprise. Best of Gordon. Steamies vs. Diesels. Thomas and the Jet Engine. This stack is getting dangerously close to falling. Track stars. And another Holy Grail in my collection. The top came off, sorry. Tales from the Tracks. Very, very rare. One of the last tapes ever released, just full stop in America. So, very happy to find that one for a good deal. And then, Thomas and the Magic Railroad. I got a couple of extra copies off to the side here. I think the order's a bit mixed up, but this was my version of Gallant Old Engine I had for about a year. Got this from a thrift store for, I think, it was from a Salvation Army, I think, for like 50 cents or $1 or something. But yeah, kind of cool, I guess. My childhood copy of Thomas and the Special Letter. I've watched that thing so many times that it doesn't even work anymore. And then a sealed copy of Sing Along and Stories, which I also got from a thrift shop for 50 cents. Thrift shops are amazing. Use their powers willingly. And I got a couple of bear tapes underneath here. What do we got here? So we got 10 Years of Thomas. That was my childhood one. My childhood copy of Spills and Chills. And Make Someone Happy. And Salty Secret. And Best of Gordon. Alrighty, that's everything. So I'm going to set it all back up here. And then we'll do our final goodbye. So give me just 1 second and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so here is everything. I don't mean to sound like arrogant or cocky when I say this, but this is a pretty impressive collection. I have every single DVD, every single Blu-ray, and about 50% of the VHS library, which I theoretically could finish off in 2024, but I don't know how true that is. Because the remaining tapes that I do need are usually way too overpriced on eBay. And when you look at, like, I don't know, Thomas Meets the Queen or A Big Day for Thomas, and those are going for like $40 or $50. So unless I get like $53, excuse me, I don't know if I could finish it off this coming year, but maybe it will happen. I mean, I didn't think I would ever get like Tenders and Turntables because that one is also pretty overpriced, but I actually got that from Facebook Marketplace, I believe. I don't know, but crazier things have happened, like me getting Tales from the Tracks for like $8. That was a crazy good deal. So yeah, if I had to pick a favorite home media release, I'd probably go with Spills and Chills right here. I don't remember, where's the VHS? Oh, it's kind of buried down there, but that tape and the bare blue copy that I showed you are probably the most watched things in my collection, not counting oh no, that fell down. Oh, I'm gonna pick that up. Not counting like that Thomas and the Special Letter VHS tape or like Percy Saves the Day or something, but those two tapes have been watched to death. And I'm not saying that I like every single one of these movies, but I think it's so impressive that we got so many Thomas Blu-rays. I mean, these are hour-long movies, minus this one, and we still got Blu-rays for them. That's pretty cool. I mean, this thing is a holy grail. I treasure this thing for the rest of my life. But, I mean, the fact that we got Misty Island Rescue on Blu-ray is pretty impressive. And this thing is also kind of cool. I mean, I hate this movie, but the bonus features are pretty cool, honestly. And if I had to pick a least favorite home media thing, I'd probably go with, oh, you can't even really see it. Right underneath Curious Cargo, Up and Away is just the worst. Mostly everything in this stack is pretty bad. All of the season 13 through 16 releases are just trash. But yeah, let me know in the comments, what's your favorite Thomas home media product? Do you prefer DVDs? Do you prefer VHS tapes? Do you prefer just getting the episodes digitally, or what? And yeah, what's the rarest thing that you guys own? I think this would probably be up there for me. That 2-pack would probably be up there. Thomas's Christmas Wonderland as well is pretty hard to find. Also, I'd say most of the Blu-rays, especially with slipcovers, so really cool to find these three with them. So that's pretty much all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for your support. I don't think you'll be seeing much home media stuff on here because I have a whole other channel for that. But that's inactive now, and I've covered every single DVD on that show. So if you'd like to see my in-depth thoughts on these, go check out Thomas at Home. It's always linked in the description. It's inactive as of now because I don't really have the time or the money to get the remaining UK DVDs. Maybe one day, though. We'll see. But for now, that's all I have. So thank you guys again so much for watching. Hope you have a Merry Christmas. And I will see you in a couple of days when I release my update video. So thank you again, and I'll see you later.